Rudy Gobert won Defensive Player of the Year, announced last night, his 4th all-time. Ties him with Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, your former teammate, NBA record. Is he one of the best of all time?
I'm gonna let Bonzi.
I'm gonna ask it again.
First.
Okay. You got me, Sean? Can they hear me? Okay.
No, I told you my opinion downstairs when we talk about it, but I'm gonna say it again. But I'm gonna let Bonzi go first.
You know, I think he's a really good defender, but I think, and it might be a non-popular opinion. But in my opinion, I feel like Anthony Davis was a better defender than him this year, if we're going by stats-wise. If you look at all their stats, if you put them next to each other, Anthony Davis beat him out in a lot of key categories for this Defensive Player of the Year.
Defensive-wise.
Yeah, defensive-wise. And I know it's easy, and sometimes being tall, you can just get blocks because you're tall and people there. But I think really guarding somebody and taking the challenge of chasing these guys off screens and running around and really taking their first move and all that type of stuff, I respect those type of. Don't get me wrong. I love a good rim protector. Don't get me wrong.
Wow. He loves a good rimmy.
Wow.
You were saying basketball.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
I mean, you.
No, I'm gonna say I love a good rim. I couldn't get it out. Golly, I'm killing myself. No, but I like a good rim protector though. In terms of blocking shots, but I really like somebody who really like to guard the ball, like to guard the scores. I mean, if you got a big man scorer, you want a big man to guard him. But most of the scorers in this league are on the wings, and they all doing their thing on the wings. So I think it's harder being a defender that way. And I would give more props to a 6'5", 6'6" guy who's really locking people down, and, all through through the matrix, and you know what I'm saying, guarding them one-on-one, just taking that challenge. Being a big and blocking shots. I mean, you're big, so you're already gonna be up there to block shots or whatever. So, I mean. But I feel like Anthony Davis was my Defensive Player of the Year.
I think you're right what you say, when it's definitely harder for that perimeter defender to become that Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Because you look at it as, okay, yeah, he's doing what he needs to do on a wing, but this guy has more of a presence and effect and is looked at more of protecting the bucket. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's not a matter of, again, as I always say, it's not a matter of me actually blocking the shot. If I can block the shot, cool. But if I can change your shot to make you, hit one of these double or triple pumps,
about driving.
Exactly, because now it's like shit. You got some guys who actually do worry about their shooting percentage. So, oh shit, if I go to the rim, either he gonna block it or, it's gonna be where I'm gonna have to double pump if I still shoot the shot or whatever. But the way I feel about it, I mean, congrats to Rudy, but I don't feel like he was that enforcer type defender
this year.
You know what I'm saying? Like as you said, you look at Mutombo and Ben, they're the other 4 depoys. So you look at Mutombo, like when we played against Mutombo, when you playing, like you are definitely taking that into effect with your game. Like, all right, I'm gonna get by so and so on the wing or whatever, but this big motherfucker is back there. You know what I'm saying? So the finger, he's back there. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with Ben. It's like, all right, if you just so happen to get by Rip or Chauncey or Tay, somehow, some way, this athletic motherfucker is coming from somewhere to get that shit up out of there and start the break. I don't really feel that like that defensive scouting report presence. For Rudy,
before depoys, he has to be, right? Because, like you said, if you funnel it all,
not necessarily. I mean, just not necessarily, because I think reason being that he wanted this year was probably the main reason that Bonzi was saying, because he is that taller defender, and with him, protecting that bucket. And he's won it before, so all right, it'll make it a simple choice for everybody just to fall in for that. But I still see cats going to the hole. I still see cats punching that shit on his head.
For sure, but
you know what I'm saying?
But you said it before. Everybody gets
dunked on. Everybody get got, but not in playoff time. And
he block and deter more than get him, and I feel like he's done better at when people do try to bring him on the perimeter, holding his own, moving his feet.
It's also the point where you don't have as many drives. You have more jump shots as far as 3-pointers now. So I don't think if a team is averaging or shooting 35 threes a night, I don't think that's a testament to that depoy. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not even affecting us because we sitting here.
But
shooting
if you're not
threes.
a good team, if you're not a good shooting team, and we're encouraging you to shoot more than you would have normally because we have the depoy at the rim, is that not strategy? Like y'all not a great team. Y'all shooting more 3-pointers. We'll live with that because y'all not a great shooting team.
But even you're still gonna shoot the threes though because that's just the way it is of the game right now. You know, it's a lot of cats in the NBA that we've all seen who should not be motherfucking shooting threes unless that shit is like the end of the quarter.
That's what I'm saying. So if I can get your team to shoot 10 more, knowing that y'all don't have enough good shooters to justify that, because you're not coming to the rim.
That's
and
average.
If you come to the rim, we're not fouling, so you're not getting no easy free throws. We'll play those
average
numbers
to put up
unless you're a great
more shots. That's average. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he's like a presence. Shit, every time we went to the fucking hole and you playing against fucking cats like Shaq or you know that bigger defender. Even back in the day with like Rick Smits. You know what I'm saying? Good rim protector. You know what I'm saying? You going to that hole like yo. I got it somewhere. Where is this motherfucker at? If he on the floor,
right.
You know, it's gonna make you think. You're gonna feel his presence. I don't think they feel that presence with Rudy. Is all I'm saying. Like, because then just looking at it with, I guess it's just the way that he guards the wings. You know, when they do all the bullshit switching and he got to guard. I don't know.
I feel like
I
that's
just don't
the
feel
thing
that presence.
now because there's so much switching. He does have to hold his own on the perimeter more than Deke did, more than Ben Wallace did.
But it's not
just
really
because the way the game is.
But it's not really called holding your own when you're just playing a simple defensive move. When I'm already giving you 2-3 steps and I'm just holding my hand up. That's not really defense.
It is if you're knowing who to do it to, right? If it's like if you're a 32% shooter. I'm not going to rush out on you. If you're a 42% 3-point shooter, yeah, I got to defend that differently, no?
100%. I mean, in theory, yeah.
In theory.
Not in practice.
No, not in practice.
Okay. All right. Do we think Wembanyama got snubbed? Because he had the counting numbers, like the led the league in blocks, stealing a half a game, the numbers when they were on the court, San Antonio versus when he was off. They had a minus 0.7 defensive rating. That was when Gobert was off the court, minus 6.1 when Wemby was off the court. So the case would be Minnesota held their own without Gobert. San Antonio without Wembanyama fell apart.
Veteran players.
Well, yeah. Like you got Jaden McDaniels, great defender. Ant-Man, great defender.
They got some really good. Everybody said they got some really, really good defenders. Mm-hmm. You know, I think that's why I was talking about with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis and Wembanyama had better stats than Rudy. Mm-hmm. If we looking at in a lot of categories, if we looking at it, that's why I was like.
But y'all know whoever led the league in like steals not necessarily the best or blocks. If you chasing blocks, so it can't only be steals and blocks. You know what I'm saying? Like I think AI led the league in steals.
But they wasn't going to give it to Wembanyama, not both categories. His rookie season.
Not rookie and
but I think he changed. I think his defensive presence, like you just said, was so much greater. More. Yeah, with the great because they got
now that one you thinking about.
That's the one you thinking
you
about.
You can see it in guys' face.
Yeah.
Exactly, and you hear it from his peers.
Yeah,
like oh yeah, you know how much of a good rim protector or a shot blocker changer he is. You don't hear them saying that shit about Rudy, even except maybe after like maybe the first year he won depoy, you might hear his peers say that, but. After that, they like.
I would love to see the poll of the players, what they would say if they feel like he's the defensive player, how they feel about him, defensive player of the year or whatever the case. I would love to hear that.
I think in the anonymous poll, I think they had Wembanyama.
Yeah, and he's just young, more athletic. You know what I'm saying? Like, Rudy's more of a, not saying but he can't move. He ain't fluid.
He's not as mobile.
Yeah, not at all. So I mean, like, it looks different.
Mm-hmm.
Looks totally different with Wemby doing it than Gobert.
Yeah, because Wembanyama is a little bit more mobile and agile.
Yeah, 100%.
We did a poll in chat. Is Rudy Gobert a top defender of all time? 68% said no.
I'm with him.
A guy tied for the most depoys of all time. We didn't say the top defender. I'm not saying he numero uno, but he's not a top defender.
Dog, for the category.
Chat, come on.
What top? How top we going? 5, 10?
Yeah,
He's tied for the most all time. How is that not?
But the category that he's in with being tied, those two guys were motherfucking enforcers. Again, I don't feel that presence, and I'm not even playing.
Yeah.
I don't feel that presence with Rudy. So I can imagine with, you know what I'm saying, his peers who are playing against something. Like motherfuckers knew playing against Ben, playing against Mutombo, like, yo, again, I got to know where they are. Man. Because if not, that shit can get the fuck up out of here. And you won't even, like, with him being a perimeter player, yeah, it took him a couple more steps to get to the rim. But with me being a low post player, and either I'm trying to post Mutombo up or he coming with help side, get that shit up out of here. You know, he might be coming from the wing trying to contest him for that dunk.
No.
Like that was that presence. Like you felt, yeah, I'm gonna test it. But like, god damn, I'm really thinking about that shit.
This is a bad idea to test it. I shouldn't be testing
what am I doing? What am I doing?
I just reconsider.
And he doesn't have that presence to me.
100%.
The guy might win 5 next year. He'd be number 1 all time, and y'all gonna be like,
I mean,
still
but Chat has obviously agreed with what we're saying.
He won't win another one.
You don't think so?
I'm just saying some controversial stuff.
I'm just saying words. Yeah.
Just saying whatever I can say to go viral.
No, I don't think he will.
You think this is it? 4's in the line?
Unless, God forbid, Wamba get hurt or something. I think he's gonna be the next depoy for next year.
Probably the next couple.
Yeah, exactly.
For real, so.
And you know, Rudy ain't got too much longer left. So
I'll tell you another one. Chet gonna be another one too.
Yeah,
in the mix. Yeah,
yeah. Chet gonna be in the mix every year.
Yeah,
he's definitely been anchoring OKC's defense without fouling.
And making you change your shot.
Yep, without fouling. He's been doing a great job. Great job.